Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to FS25 on the 7 Species Homestead map. Let's grab a tractor. I do want to make a correction from last episode. This is the North Farm. Our new farm is actually the South Farm. So I do want to do that clarification. I was, me being the senile idiot last episode, calling it the North Farm. It's actually going to be the new South Farm. And with that said, I am recording these episodes back to back. So it is still Saturday the 12th of July as I record this. Now, I did hand load those pallets, and that trailer is kind of ugly, to say the least. So we will go deal with that in a minute. I tried to flood this between episodes, and it's not giving me the option to flood it. So I think we may have to, if we plow it first, it may give us the option to flood it. Again, we're not going to get anything done on the new South Farm because we're going to have to deal with this rice, and I want to get that load over to the roller coaster. But I think if I'm going to see if we plow this, if it'll give me the option to flood it. Yeah, I knew you were going to give me a hard time right there. I may change this grass meadow into something, another crop. We really haven't been cutting it. Because if I come over here and do a cut, it's going to be a massive cut around all of these fields. Yeah, so I'm hoping after we plow this I can get an option to flood it. If not, I have no idea what the new patch broke. But I do know before I start working on the updating this map today, I've got to download the new version of the editor. I saw that pop up this morning. So yeah, I was not planning on doing this. If this will not flood, then we'll have to see what happens once we go to a new game day, which will not be for a couple of episodes. So it's really going to piss me off if I can't flood this. What are my chances? How good am I of driving straight and getting this in one shot? I mean, we can seed it while it's flooding, but I can't seed it if I can't flood it. Alright, now that you're going to be registered as plowed, let's see if you will allow me to flood you. If not, it's just going to sit here. Alright, stuck on the plow. Alright. So what are you going to do? Now you'll let me flood you. Okay, so we did have to plow it. Alright, that was good to know. Leave you there for a second. Between episodes, I tried buying the smallest auger wagon I could find to bring solid fertilizer over to this, and it will not fill. So I'm going to have to put a... do I have a small... Let's go into construction. I want to go into silo extensions. I don't. Crap. Let's try containers. Do I have something I could put lime in and take lime out of? No, you're a buying station. Fillable lime. Oh, fillable lime tank. This silo could be filled with fertilizer. This silo could be filled with different products. This could be filled with fertilizer. Can I fill it with solid fertilizer, though? Oh, crap. We don't own this land out here. I don't want to put it too close to this because I still want to be able to get my vehicles in. Alright, let's push it out as far as I can get it. That'll work. Now, can I bring solid fertilizer over and dump it in? I don't want to buy. I want to bring my own over and fill it. Let's grab Mr. Track. Actually, let's grab our other truck. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We need a small truck for the farm anyway, because I want to keep our other one as a flat deck. So we're going to use this one as our other truck. Trailer hitch, we'll throw it on there just to do it. And then let's go green with this one. Yeah, that'll work. So, again, I keep switching our other one from flat deck to tipper. And we need this small one to fill the animal pens with anyway. So, let's just do it and be done with it. So, solid fertilizer. I'm hoping I could dump it in there. Because it's a pain in the butt driving all the way to the factory and then all the way back to the field. Because that thing is just so slow. And like I said, I do want to get us 3 more rice fields. As soon as we buy that next section of land and clear the trees out. So we got a lot of work to do to get this farm expanded and get the new south farm expanded. Yeah, so I was thinking between episodes, because I want to expand that first field we bought, but I don't want to wait until the spinach is ready. Alright, we only need like 20,000 liters or so. That'll work. 'Cause that thing only holds, I think, like 300 liters. If we can't fill this and we have to buy it, that's really going to piss me off. I'll just go sell a load. I'll sell this fertilizer to go spend the money to buy it for the tank. But I think we can dump this in here. Yeah. Now, the $64,000 question is, can we fill the implement from here? That's really going to piss me off if we can't. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice, perfect, exactly what I was looking for. I don't have to drive it across the map and then bring it back. Headlands, okay. And, yep, do your thing. Alright, so that's going to get that started. Hold on. Oh my goodness, excuse me, I have my YouTube sneezes out of the way. Alright, now the other thing we got to get over there are some of our seeds. Saplings, I don't know. Rice saplings, rice seeds, who knows? They're called rice sapling. Giants is calling them rice saplings, so there's a debate on a couple different channels on what the hell to call them. Alright, I'll put them about halfway down. Alright, should be right shift and I. It is. Alright, he's not going to be long and he's going to be out of saplings. That'll piss somebody else off by calling them saplings and not seedlings, but shit happens. Alright, so you're going to be our animal truck. You're going to stay a tipper, the other was going to stay a flatbed. Now, I'm going to want... we'll share it with the little John Deere for now, but I think the little John Deere I'm going to park by the house. I think that's just going to be eye candy. Alright, let's get this taken care of, so we can get the first phase of the roller coaster done. Yeah, this is a very, very ugly load. I just literally threw the pallets on here, and we do have 40,000 liters. So this should be the phase 1 of the roller coaster. And you got an empty tank. Alright, so let's just park by that field. I knew that first pallet wasn't going to last long. Alright, so we're going to have to super strength it. Where are we? Way down the other side. Of course, it's never going to be near where the pallets are sitting. Getting our boots wet today. What's the refill? Alright, let our helper take back over. Oh man, excuse me, my sinuses are killing me. It's been really hot and humid, and then I'm going from the heat to the AC all day long. And then it's just, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright, where the heck is my truck? Here it is. And it was over here somewhere. By the time we get this truck over and get back, that planter is going to be empty. Get this done. We'll get this episode recorded, and then while it's rendering, I'm going to run to the grocery store, come home, get it uploading, and then start working on the update for this map. I've got a lot of factories to fix and a lot of new signs to make. It's probably going to take me the rest of the weekend to get this map updated. And then next weekend I should be able to get the flats map updated, because all the hard work will be done. It's just export, import at that point. And overwrite existing files. And then hopefully the following weekend I can get back to working on the new map. This should also pay us pretty well, because we're going to go buy some new equipment for the new South farm. I should just call it the root crop farm, because that's what it's going to be. I can't wait to get this roller coaster built. I've never done it in the what do you mean there's no field found? Jesus. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh man, that's such a tight turn. We gotta come over here and zap some of these trees out. Alright, 131,000. I will take it. You should have everything you need now. You do. Alrighty then. We'll just let you do your thing. We'll check you the next game day and we'll see how far along you are. I don't expect to see many changes. The first building stage. Alright, let's leave you here for a second. I'm just going to tab, which I don't like to do, but why are you saying you don't have a field? Alright, I'm going to do a one stripe. You know what? No. What are you going to tell me? You're going to move over and you're going to say no field found. I may have to fill that little gap in by myself. Yeah, we may. Let's see what you're going to do here. Yeah, I may have to come back and do that little corner myself. Where's our truck? It's going to be the last one I flip to. Of course it is. Alright, let's get this back to the house. We're not going to get anything done again this episode. We're going to be babysitting the rice field. I'd like to get all three of them on the same growth state, because what I may do is buy 3 harvesters and 3 planters and just simultaneously get 3 fields going at the same time. So next time, I may just sit on them and wait until they're all harvest ready. And we may try that, because that equipment is not that expensive. So we just might buy 3 harvesters and 3 planters and just do all 3 fields at the same time. And then when we put the next 3 fields in, they'll be like 1 growth stage off from each other. So then we'll be able to do like the next 3 fields at the same time. I may try that. I think that would be really cool to mess around with. It's not like we're not making the money. I've been meaning to pick up that vehicle. I think it's the vehicle inspector mod. On the screen it tells you what the vehicles that you have running, what they're currently doing. Crap. So I may pick that mod up between episodes. I think that'd be a nice quality of life mod to have. Alright, let's see where Mr. Cedar's doing before we get on to our next project. He's going to be about empty, so let's go grab another pallet. Oh, he's got to do the hokey pokey and turn himself around. You got more in there than I thought you did. It literally takes them right to the last seedling. That's pretty cool. Why will you not reload? Alright, I'm having all kind of problems today. Why will you not reload? You're right there. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's try you on this side. It's not recognizing the pallet. Are you kidding me? It's not recognizing the pallet. You've got to be kidding. I'm so almost done with Farm Sim. You'll recognize this pallet, but you won't recognize the pallet I just moved over there. I'm just going to drop this over here. I have no idea why it won't recognize this pallet. I'm going to drop it here by this one. And be done with it. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is let's start getting some equipment for the new farm. We're going to go with largest engine. I'm going to go wide tires and weights. We're going to go with Black Beauty, of course. No, I want to go with twin wheels. There we go. And we got to get rid of this stupid red. Stupid red rims. Buy. Alright, and then we're also going to go into... Again, I don't want to drag product back and forth. So I'm going to grab this guy. And then we're going to go into... where are they? Forge wagons. Largest extension, body. Let's change things up a little bit for the other farm. Arms. Back door. Rim color. Well, for paying the money, let's just darken it up. There we go. Alright. $364,000 on a new equipment that this farm is not going to start paying anytime soon, because we're going to have to, it's going to be a while before we even get the first crop off of it. And the first crops, I'm going to throw sugar cane in so we can start making molasses. And then the next field we put in is going to be sugar beet. And then the next field, we'll just keep picking off the root crops one at a time. But I want to get a couple big fields, to get sugar going. I know we have sugar beets growing on the home farm. As soon as we get them harvested, we're moving all the root crops back here. We may eventually buy that field right there and then just expand it. I want to cut this before we start expanding this field. It's going to be at least 1 million liters worth of silage. Now, I don't know where we run into the invisible barrier, so we're just going to do a quick U-turn. Now, the question is, do I want to put a grass dryer back here? We'll probably just run this up to the other one. Or no, because everything we make back here we can turn into just silage for cash. We'll put a grass dryer back here as well. And then the next phase of this operation is going to be taking all of these trees out. So yeah, so we're going to set up like a little mini farm back here. Now, I'm just debating on how large I want to expand this first field. So I want these to be fairly large fields. Alright, so you need more seeds. So let's just come over here to the end. I'll get you. Let me just turn it off for a second. You're not going to get me close. You're not going to get me close. You're not going to get me close. You'll get me semi-close. Now, if I take this pallet, will you recognize this pallet by chance? Yeah, see, it lowered itself when I came up to it, so it's going to recognize this pallet. Don't know why it wouldn't recognize the last pallet. Yeah, it was a bit bizarre. No, we are going to have to go now. Okay, so this flashy shit's going to start now that there was a Giants update. I am so about over Giants and Farm Sim in general. We cut some of the crop. I don't care because we're gonna mow that all under anyway. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty good investment because we're going to, like I said, we're going to have a whole new set of equipment back here. We're going to need fertilizer equipment, we're going to need lime equipment, we're going to need the root crop harvesters, tipper. It's going to be a pretty good investment to get us going. hoping that's not making the field disappear. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to expand it anyway. Now, it might be just cutting the spinach. It's going to get expanded on 3 of the 4 sides anyway. Oh, I can't make the tight turn. Sorry about that. I'm trying not to cough in your ear. I'm still debating whether I want to set up our equipment sheds, vehicle sheds. Give myself a little bit more room to turn around. Oh, and you are empty again. Oh man, I got. Oh, there we go. That gets me close. Now, are you going to recognize this? This time, there's this palette like glitched out for some reason. Are you going to drop when I get you near? You are not. It's not going to recognize this palette. See, this should drop to accept these seeds, and it's not dropping. So there is definitely something wrong with that palette. I'm going to leave it sit there. I don't know if there's anywhere to sell these sapling pallets. We may just have to throw it off the edge of the map somewhere. Or dump it in the lake. Okay, I'm going the complete wrong direction. Alright, you're going to recognize these pallets. If not, I have no idea what to do. Is the back end going to drop? Oh, back end did not drop. This isn't good. It's not going to recognize this pallet. Oh, it did recognize this pallet. That was weird. Yeah, I have no idea. And you still have plenty of fertilizer. Alright. So, just need to turn you back on. I do. Looks like we're going to be finishing that rice planting next episode also. Come on, turn! Jesus Christ! These vehicles just don't turn sometimes. I'm about ready to go buy cattle and crops even though it's a dead game. Somebody needs to start a new game and give Giants a run for their money. Turn! Jesus! Now, until we get our equipment shed in, let's just park you over this way. I'm not trying to fold it, I'm trying to detach the damn thing. I'm really beginning to hate this game. Since this is going to be our root crop area, what are you? Millet. Well, that's not a root crop. But we could expand that field in the other direction and make it larger. I'll have to go in and see if there's an updated auto load script for the newer version of the game. Check on that between episodes. By the time we get this back there, our planter is going to be empty again. No, this freaking... I give up. I give up. I knew you were going to be empty. You get me close. I'm so tempted to try that pallet again. Alright, where are you at? Down here. Yo! Drop and slide. Oh, now I can't pick it back up. Won't let me pick it back up. And you're not gonna... Oh, there you go. We're not even going to get all this picked up before that our planter is empty again. Since I'm going through a map update, I may pull rice out of in-game, build it into the map, and up the amount of yield we get. And it should work with an existing save. I may mess around with that since I'm doing a massive update. This will be a good map to test it on. Yeah, we'll put a grass dryer back here. We'll turn this into silage, and this one will be just strictly cash. We'll keep the one on the farm for animal feed. Leave that one make hay and silage. Yeah, this was too much money just to plow under. I have no idea what to get at the grocery store today. I have no idea what I want to make for dinner tomorrow. Oh no, see, it left the field. It's just, it never cut the spinach. It just left grass on the field. Surprised that a harvester's not empty. Or the planter, I mean. Alright, so we can finish up with that strip. Turn. Oh my goodness. Pain in my butt sometimes. There we go. Now don't trip and drop it this time. Oh, come on. I didn't realize there was a ship back there in the water. I don't remember building that into the map. I left a little bit of grass back there. Alright, let's come back here. We'll clean this up. Clean this up. Let's grab this little bit I missed right here. We're going to be just a little bit wide. Now, where do I want to start setting up our equipment, sheds, and our grass dryers and that kind of stuff? I think I'm going to put the grass dryer over here on this corner. So let's go into construction, production. Seed, fertilizer, lime. Do I not have it in my mods folder? Grass dryer. There we go. You need to go this way. I'm not going to be able to get you. I can get you close. Oh, see. It's not. Alright, let's come over here. I'm so tempted now. See, there's not even a lot of room back here. I guess we could buy this piece of land and put a bunch of equipment sheds back in here. I'd have to take those trees out. But I was hoping to extend this field along this tree line. I was hoping to put this like right here on the corner. And we don't own the land on that side of the street. I don't like it there. It's going to be in the way of our equipment. I guess, and that's, well, close to the road. Can I sneak it? Alright, that'll work. Let's come in here. And, alright, hay we want to leave inactive. That one we want to leave inactive. This one we're gonna leave it on keep. And we're going to grass. We're going to activate that one. That's the only one I want to activate. We'll check it again after we tip this in here. My goodness, we are an hour in. All right, yeah, we're going to have to finish that sapling planting next episode. Oh, man. And we'll have to figure out our equipment sheds. Also, next episode. Not bad, 800,000 liters. That's going to be a good sale, selling that silage off. And now I'm just going to park our equipment over here until I figure out where I want to put vehicle sheds. So this can stay here. And then we'll see what this guy's doing. Alright. Tank is empty, so this is a perfect spot to end this episode. I am Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out, and have an awesome day.